Have you ever wondered how some creators are making passive income selling digital products while you're still trying to figure out what to create? What if I told you that you could create three different types of best selling digital products using Canva and sell them today? I'm going to show you exactly how to create coloring books, storybooks, and activity books that people actually want to buy, plus the secret weapon that makes all the difference. So in this video, I'm going to share with you how to create three different types of digital products in Canva, the exact tools that make this process super simple, and the secret to knowing which niches actually sell. And this is a game changer. But first, let me tell you about the struggle that led me to discover this system. Girl, let me tell you about my journey before I figured this out. I was so excited about creating digital products. The idea of passing income sounded amazing. But every time I sit down to create something, I'll get completely overwhelmed. I'll think, should I make a coloring book? But what theme? Animals, flowers? What if no one wants it? Then I would switch to thinking about storybooks, but worry about my writing skills. Or maybe activity books. But what activities would kids actually enjoy? I'll spend hours browsing what other people were selling, trying to guess what might work. Sometimes I'd start creating something, get halfway through, and then panic that I was wasting my time on something nobody would buy. It was so frustrating because I knew I had creativity in me. I just didn't know how to channel it effectively. The worst part was creating something I thought was amazing, only to have it sit there with zero sales because I had no idea if there was actually demand for it. Then I realized there are two types of digital product creators: those who guess what might sell and waste time creating random products, and those who have a proven system and know exactly which niches people are actively buying. So let me show you how simple it is to create a coloring book using Canva. And the first thing that you're gonna do is just go and open your Canva account. Over here, I'm just gonna go and click in create. On this section, I'm just gonna click in custom size and I'm gonna go for inches. Over here, I'm just gonna go and add width 8.5 times 11 and I'm gonna click in create design. Once we are on Canva, there's two ways that you can create your coloring book. On the section of elements in the searching bar, you can just go and search for coloring book elements, and then you just search for it, and then you can see in the section of graphics. Over here, you just have to go and click in these three dots, and then you can check the licensing for all of these elements. So you check them first, and from there, you can see which elements you can add into your coloring book and which ones you can't. So you can go and start with the creation of your coloring book. So you can just add over here. What I also would recommend is that you add some text. So you just go, add your coloring book, you add more elements. You make this very visually appealing for kids or parents that are looking these kind of coloring books for kids. So over here we have these ones. Then if I would like to make it more visually appealing, I would go and then just add more elements on it. So I would just add these kind of flowers and then just start to play with the designing of this coloring book page. Over here, I add my text. So I'm just going to go change the font. So I'm just going to click over here. I will go to this section and I will search for school or comics since it's the fonts that could attract more kids. And then in the section of effects, I'm just going to go and add an outline. I'm going to change it to black and I can go and adjust the thickness. And what I also need to do is change the color to white. So now we already have our text where you can also add colors over here. So you can go do that, then I can go and then Ctrl-C, Ctrl-V, and then I could add these other elements in my other section. So something like this, or maybe just this, and I will delete this one. And then just keep these two. And this is the first way of generating your coloring book page. The second way is using the help of AI. And to do this, I'm just going to go to the section of elements. I'm going to go all the way back and I'm going to click in AI image generator. So over here, what you can do is just go ahead and go to the section of graphics or images. You can create it with both. And if you want to learn how to create it with both, you can watch my video. I already have a video where I explain very detailed on how to do it with both, but I'm just going to go and try with graphics. So we're just going to click in styles and I'm going to click in monoline. And then I'm just going to add my prompt. So for my prompt, I'm just going to be using create a cute baby elephant, and I can click in generate graphics. And as you can see, we have these options. I really like all of them, but I think I would like to see more options like this. So I'm just going to click in generate more like this. And I will use this one. So I'm just gonna go click over it and then just add it into my canvas. And I can do exactly the same, just adjust it and then adjust the rest of my page. But something that you really need to know and understand is that the AI will generate what you ask for it. But the more detail you are in your prompt, the better results you will get. So over here, I'm just gonna try with this other prompt and we can see what else we can generate. So for this option, we're just gonna go and maybe you can add the same elements as here. So we can even go delete this option and over here add it in this section. And you have the same page, but with our elephant generated with AI. And as you can see, this is what I mean by getting very detailed with the prompts. As you can see, now we have a nice background, we have more things around it that we don't really need to add after because the AI is already generating for us. So over here, I really like it this one, so we can go and add it over here and then it's gonna generate it much more easier. So you can just go and then adjust your image and then we add it into our coloring book page. And then we can do exactly the same. We just add all the way in the top our text or more elements that you want to add later on. And you can keep doing this till you generate at least 80 pages for Amazon KDP. And you can also save these same 80 pages in other platforms like Etsy or Gumroad. So you have a variety of options to monetize these digital products. And to do this, you're just going to click in share, you're going to click in download. Over here, you're just going to click it in PDF to print. So you click over there and then you can click in download. But here's where most people go wrong. They create random designs without knowing if there is demand for that theme. That's why having a proven niche system is so important. But won't my coloring book look like everyone else? The secret is in the niche selection and how you combine the elements. When you know which themes are proven sellers, you can create unique variations that stand out while still appealing to what people actually want. So here is a real game changer that transformed my entire approach to digital product creations with coloring books. After months of researching, testing, and analyzing what actually sells, I created my 50 evergreen niches for coloring books guide. This isn't just a random list. It's a collection of niches with proven staying power and consistent demand. And the best part of these 50 niches is that I also add a prompt that help you to mix and match these 50 niches so you can get different ideas of combinations of these 50 evergreen niches. And if you want to check this list, you can click the link on my description. Now we can move on into our second digital product, Storybooks. Creating storybooks might sound intimidating, but it's actually super easy with the right approach. And the first step to create this is generating our story. You can use other AI tools like ChatGPT, or if you already have your story, you can skip this step. So the first thing that I'm going to do is just go to Gravity Guide. I'm just going to go and I'm going to click in AI tools. From here, I'm just going to go to the section of book writing. And then from here, I'm just going to go and click in this section of Kids Storybook Content Generator. So I'm just going to go click over it. So once you are in this section, you just got to go and fill this section. So I'm just going to go and add the title of my story. So it's going to be the little star. You can go and select the story type. So I'm going to make it moral. What age is this content for? So I'm just going to go and choose 0 to 5 and the amount of characters that you want for your storybook. So I'm just going to go and choose 2. And then the desired number of pages. So you can create up to 30 pages, but I'm just going to be creating 10. And now you can click in create content. And now we already have our story, and what I really like about this tool is that we even get the image cover prompt, and we get our content for the page, and we also get our image prompt. So there is 2 options for this. You can go grab the prompt, and then from here I'm just going to copy. I'm going to go back to my Canva and open an exact same document, and then from here I'm just going to go and do exactly the same. You can just go to the section of AI, and then in the section of images, you can go and paste this prompt. Over here, we also have to go and select the style for our book. So I'm just going to keep it on playful. And we can go and generate our images. And as you can see, Canva is going to give you very cute options for our storybook. So you can just go click on them and then just adjust them. So I think I'm going to be using this one like this. And now we can add the page content. Well, actually, this is our front cover, so we don't really need to add more here. Maybe just the title. And we can go and make this with the rest of our content. So we have page 1, and then over here, we copy here, we paste it, and we click in generate again, and then we just generate our images. And there we have this option. So I'm just gonna go make exactly the same. I'm just gonna adjust it, and I'm gonna add the text of our page. So I'm just gonna go add a block text so my text stands out, and then just add it over here, and then we can add our text. And I'm gonna be using the same kind of font that we used before, and I'm gonna change the color to black so it stands out better. And we have our page content here, and you can paste it over here. And there we go, we already have our content. And there you go, we have our first page. And you're gonna keep doing that with the rest of your pages till you finish your storybook. The second option of this is going again to Gravity Guide, and then from here we're gonna generate our images as well. So you're just gonna go to Image Generator, and then from here you're just gonna go and select the storybook library. From here you're just gonna go generate a new story. We're gonna add this title. You're just gonna go, you're gonna paste your story over here, and then we're gonna click in Create Image Descriptions. And then from here we can choose the image style. So we have Disney, Pixar, animated, comic, watercolor, and all of these options. So I'm just gonna keep it on Disney. We can also choose the amount of pages that we can generate per page. So you can just go adjust anything over here if you need it, and then you can start with the generation of your images. And then after that, you paste them on Canva, and then you also add your text. And once you finish your storybook, we're gonna make exactly the same. Share, and then download, and then PDF to print, and then download again. And now we can move on into our last digital product, the activity book. So we just follow the exact same process. We're just gonna open a new file, and then over here, I'm just gonna go to the section of elements, and then from here, I'm just gonna go and search for grid. Once we are in grid, I'm just gonna go to the section of graphics, and we can choose one of the grids that Canva show us over here. And once you have your grid, you can start with the creation of your word search. And then to generate the ideas for your word search, you can use the help of ChatGPT. I want to create a word search of 10 words for ocean animals, and then you just let it write it. And then here ChatGPT generated for us. So I'm just gonna go copy the 10 of them, and then I'm gonna add a text box, and then just paste it over here. And now we have them. So what I'm gonna do is just go copy these 5. Over here, I'm just gonna add them in this section, and I'm gonna duplicate, and I'm gonna make exactly the same for the other 5. And then we have our words. Now what you can do is just go duplicate, and then from here I'm just gonna start with the first letter. So there we go, just start with the first one, and then I can adjust it and add it wherever I want. So you can go and duplicate. So we duplicate and we make T, and then O, and then adjust. And then you keep doing that till you finish all of your word search. But if you want to save all of this hustle, doing one letter by one letter, which is going to take you a lot of time, you can go and use the help of Bookball. And to do this, you can go click the link on my description, create your account, and then from here, we're just going to click in the section of create. Over here, I'm just going to go and click in Bookball Studio. And then from here, it's going to ask you which kind of book you want to generate. So you can click between these options. I'm just going to click a paperback, and I'm going to create a puzzle book. I'm going to keep it on 8 times 10 inches, but you can choose between all of these options. So we have the 8.5 times 11 that we were making in Canva. So you can follow this exact same format, and you can go and adjust the page count, and we can click in create project. Once you have your file over here, what you have to do is just go to this section, and then you're going to click in the section of word search. Over here, I'm just going to go click my page, create continue to options. You can go and adjust how many words per puzzle you want. So over here, I put 15, and then you can also go and adjust all of these settings. Over here, what you have to do is just go ahead and create an Excel of the words that you're going to be adding on your word search. So over here I have my 15 words, and I'm going to download it in a CSV format. This is very important since it's the one that we're going to be using on Bookball. So we're just going to go choose CSV file, and then we have our puzzle book, and I'm going to click in open. It's very important that you don't leave any space between your words and you don't have more words than the ones that you mentioned over here. Otherwise, it's not going to let you take the next step. So I'm just going to click in continue to solution pages, and it's going to show you that we have the puzzle and the solution. And we can click in submit. And there you go. With 2 clicks, you generated your puzzle and your solution page. It just took me less than 30 seconds to generate one page, where if I generate it in Canva, it will take much more time and energy. And you keep doing this till you finish all of your pages. And once you have finished, you can click in download, and you can click in download current project and printed books. And all of these 3 books, you can sell them on Amazon KDP, on Etsy, and on Gumroad as a digital product. A key factor to me is staying organized and productive, which is why I also use a book production tracker. It helps me clear on what I'm creating and where I am in this process. If you're like me, you can also get my book production tracker to stay organized and consistent through this amazing journey. So the link is also in my description. Now you might be wondering what all of these amazing tools cost. Well, when I think about all the time I spend research, testing, and analyzing what actually sells, all those hours of trial and error that you won't have to go through. This guide represents months of work, but I want to make this accessible to every creative soul who dreams of building a digital product business. Think about it. These tools will help you to create even one successful product, and then it will pay for itself. But here is something important. The digital product market is growing rapidly, but it's also getting more competitive. The creators who have clear direction and proven niches are the ones who will succeed. Right now, you have the chance to get ahead of the curve with these tools and these simple methods. But the longer you wait, the more saturated some niches might become, and the further behind you will be while others are already building their collections. So here's what to do next. Click the link on my description to get the 50 evergreen niches for coloring books and the book production tracker. Pick your first niche this week and create your first digital product. Imagine where you can be in few months with multiple product collections selling across different platforms and niches. I honestly wish I had created this system sooner. It would have saved me so much time, frustration, and guesswork. Don't make the same mistake I did by trying to figure out everything out on your own. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and see you in another video. Have a great day.